we are probably going to be moving into the games very soon, RZ, won't we? So, and I just heard from behind the scenes that this time around we're going to be having two planes on this map. So, how does that sound to you, RZ?
Obviously, it sounds very, very interesting. Makes I think, but a bit more destructive, a bit more clustered as well. So, one more factor for teams to think about. But yeah, we have one play coming from the north to south, another play coming from west to east side as well. It's not exactly 100, like cutting it half in half, but yeah, we might have a lot of cluster, a lot of teams towards the north side of the map, as both of the planes are moving towards those. But we'll have some of the team towards south side, and SAH and teams like those, they might be a bit particularly happy. But yeah, look at that. And one more thing to notice, and one more thing to be very careful about, Holler, and that would be, if these teams do not do something about unwanted in this game, it will be very difficult to catch them. Yeah, but look at that. We have already a lot of the teams being split up, but the team 9 away, they are really far away to the northwest side on the edge of the map, with really a lot of the distance between them and the other team. Unwanted, they're coming onto the stadium. Obviously, good loot for them and a lot of cover that exists. And now they're just gonna try to loot right and left, and after that, they will try to move into the circle. I want to see how the circle looks alike, and I want to see how the circle looks like and how the teams will have to rotate, what kind of play we're gonna have to see. I want to look at that.
Yeah, this time around we are on a really huge map again, and we are looking at the players of the team that were able to get two chicken dinners, sorry, back to back, and yeah, that is unwanted. And for now, they're busy looting their stuff off in stadium, and that may be a really good position to be, because we can already see the circle line on the mini map right there, and it seems to be really close to them. And as we talk about that, we can already see a knockout coming from Win or Die, and there is an encounter going on between Win or Die and MFP. Win or Die
Exactly.
pushing up. There we go. Another encounter. Oh my god, these guys are just planning to wipe them out. They're not letting them go. 2 eliminations already scored for Win or Die.
But yeah, look at that. We have two other teams right next to each other, and they are only divided by a single road in the center. High Sense on the left side, SALN on the right side. It's a 4v3 with one player coming, just joining as well. A bit of the damage from High Sense with the Dragon to the other team. He was still not able to get a knock, but at this moment I don't think so that this team has a lot of heals on their hand, and obviously they'll try, they would have like made sure that their health is back to 100%. But High Sense, they need to be careful. The fourth player from the SALN, he's not nowhere needs to be, like, he's nowhere spotted right now, and he's on exactly on the left side. So if you get a bit more aggressive, you get a bit more out of the position, you might just go down. So need to be careful about your surroundings.
Yep, High Sense and Shaolin right up in their faces. They're taking their time though, sweet time, which they definitely should, because hey, the more time they take to settle up, the higher the chances of victory, because I don't think either of these teams want to be wiped out this early on in the game. They surely do want to stay alive, and it seems like High Sense, they know about that one player that's really out of their vicinity. He is being cautious of him, and he is kind of far away from his team too. So yeah, I think he should retreat a little and regroup a little. But I think they're fine for now. High Sense, they are trying to take control of this whole compound as much as they can.
And at this point,
For
I
now,
think,
they're just settled up.
yeah, at this point, I think they are not making any mistakes. They're not getting over aggressive right now. They have a lot to lose. Both of these teams, third map, and if they just get out, they got out eliminated in this time. That will be very, very difficult. So yeah, they are not making any mistake. They're not getting a bit more aggressive. But my concern is still the player on the left side, because High Sense, they have absolutely no idea about that particular player, so he can deal a lot of damage, especially to Vernal Cry, as he is the one who's holding the left side of that compounds. But for now, 3 players have gone down. We have 4th minute of the map gone as well. The circle will be closing in a minute. Fairy Tale players, they're also on the move, still not using a lot of vehicles, but we have 180 right in front of them. He cannot close the distance without being noticed, so yeah, he needs to do something other than that.
Yep, Fairy Tale on the other side. They have their eyes on 100 ADR. Not making any moves. He sees Kato. Mini 14 and a 4X. He can deliver some bullets, but he's not deciding to do so, and he has been spotted. Griffith is going to be taking a lot of damage, and now he has to get out of there. Applying the first aid, and he's going to be making, or at least taking, his ticket of exit from right there. And of course he had to take the damage, because on the other side we can see a Car 98 equipped with a 4X, a really deadly combo. And there we go, Griffith is going to be taking his leave on the WAN. Will he make it out safely? Yes, he will. Shot still being fired, but now that's his sign to regroup for this team. I'm pretty sure that would have been devastating, but like the moment he got shot, he'd be like, oh, I'm spotted, and yeah, he ran away.
I mean that was good use of those smokes as well. He was able to create a long line of smoke and was able to get out of that situation after being spotted by the 4 players of the enemy team and being in a very very kind of aggressive and vulnerable position. It's a bit of a luck as well, and obviously a lot of skills that he was able to get out of that. But before that fight could escalate and Shaolin could have had a chance to engage in some kind of a fight or duel as well, Team High Sense, they just exit Hangshan, and now they are just going outside the side, like outside that basically compound and looting on the way, and that might be the right move, obviously. Just because I think you don't need to get too aggressive if you're getting an advantage. That could bait as well, but shots are being fired for the players that are still that are in the air as well, and no luck for any one of them, as they're still able to make their way onto the top of the ridge. And now that's a good position.
Look
if you're
at
trying
where
to get
they've landed.
information. Exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. This could be a good sniping position, but it's so vulnerable, Hollow. It's so vulnerable.
You're basically seen from everywhere. This is a good sniping spot, but only if a sniper who has his information in check. And while they were even, gliding down their parachutes, they were taking a lot of gunfire, and they still are. And I'm loving this drone cam. Keep it going, keep it going. I'm almost feeling like I'm in a movie, or at least they're in a movie, and I'm watching it. So yeah, this is amazing. But oh boy, look at this landscape. What do you think about this, RZ?
I think it's beautiful.
isn't it?
I think it's definitely beautiful. We have a
It's
lot of
beautiful.
cloud and mountains right and left, and obviously, but a bit of a weird mountain shapes that we have in front of them. But all in all, it looks beautiful. We have some great
Yeah, I
greenery
think
trees.
I would want to have tea with you here. To be honest, I think it'd be really nice. Let's go out for a picnic sometime or something.
I'm a more of a coffee guy these days.
Okay,
Not, or
okay.
these days specifically. But yeah, I love to have tea any other day as well. But yeah, let's have coffee or tea and let's just stay loud. What about you? Like, what are you doing after these these matches? Maybe we can chill if you're free. Or maybe you
Yeah,
have
for
like,
sure, for sure. But the problem is finding a spot like this would be hard. Like, you won't
yeah.
you can't just walk out and spot out mountains like these. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I think we're gonna look out for it.
Absolutely, but look at that. Oh, Team Win or Die, they just moved into the compounds in front of FFP clan, and one got out with a vehicle. And what is happening exactly? 2 got in, 1 got out, 1 is still there, and everybody from MFP clan has their eyes set on him. It's going to be extremely difficult for him to survive. But Win or Die, they're coming onto the left side of that player. Oh no, they don't know where he is. They don't know if the player is there or not. I don't know exactly what is happening, but they are coming from behind. An MFP clan player, crazy. He needs to get into a secure position. Obviously, Jidrock deals a lot of damage, spots him, takes him down, and he will be able to get the 3rd kill for his team. Absolutely. Absolutely. What a game. What a day for Team Win or Die. And as they were able to find the 3rd kill as well, they had a wonderful game number 1. They had a bad game number 2, but for now game number 3 they're on to a good start. They were able to find 3 kills for themselves without losing a single player. And yeah, on the other side, shoot all haters. They are still chilling out in the open with a single compound. So all in all, I think they are in a good position. Let's see, can they convert this into a good game. 10 minutes have passed. We still have the most of the players alive. Only 6 minutes. Only 6 players have died. So I think this is turning out to be a very slow start.
This definitely is a really slow start. All of the teams are just, they're taking them times out. It's like shoot all haters. They are in the vicinity of TAO right now, but they are not making any moves as of so far. And in fact, they're just gonna decide to, move away from that, move away from the other team. And maybe they're taking more of the, unwanted approach. How a team unwanted has been playing this out, because the way they have been playing this out, it's been wonderful. The fact that they're able to keep all four of their players alive up until the very end, it's basically amazing. And that is exactly what is winning them these maps. They have two chicken dinners so far, and I'm definitely keeping an eye on them if they can get some more. But yeah, looking at the map right now, the circle is definitely closing in. All these teams are rotating to the next circle. SAH, TOA, TAO are they're just really far away. And as I say that, win or die is going to be eliminating MFP off the map. So yeah, that's one team eliminated once again. And yeah, as I say that, rotations coming through. There's one team up really close to each other, but I don't think we're going to get a cam on them for now, at least. But yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. But in Crypt, they are in a comfortable position. They have hold of these compounds, and therefore the players are still there. They have good ammunition. They have good scopes as well. And DG is trying to move right next to them, and obviously they will not be able to find any kill. The DG part, the Encrypt might be able to get a knock or two. We'll have to see on that. But shots are being fired, nothing gets connected, and they are just holding that particular position. And I think this is going to be a waiting game for the most part of the for most part of this phase and the next phase as well. As the teams are comfortable in the position, they have rotated early into the circle, trying to make sure that they kill anybody who's in right next to them, and trying to make sure they're in a good position for the last circles as well.
Yep, that's for sure. We're looking at Encrypt right now, who's using every nuke and corner of that house to spot someone out, but he's not going to be able to see anyone for now. It's taking all their time. ADR, they are positioning themselves near this bridge, which could be deadly for them. Freeline have a complete line of sight on them. They could take fire at any moment, but yeah, there we go. This guy's going to be taking some shots. He's going to be moving back a little, but yeah, there we go. There's the retaliation. They are firing back. They're shooting back. They're taking their shots now. 100 ADR is now once again in a point of contention against Freeline.
Things are looking a bit risky for both of these teams, that they are out in the open. Fubuki trying to get a bit ahead and on the top of the hill so he can have more information, maybe deal some kind of damage to the other team. But he stopped right before he reached the top and is a bit more worried about his behind. And that's the right kind of worry to have, ladies and gentlemen. You need to worry, make sure that you have all your exits covered, but shots are being fired. And Ixo, as he was trying to get into an aggressive position, deals a bit of a damage, but he goes down and the hand of extends, and it will be impossible to save him in this situation.
That is for sure, but now we're looking at 908's players. There we go, the scopes are there, bullets are landing. Stonix has to get out of there. If he stays there, he takes a lot more damage. And once again, we are now looking at 100 ADR. The point of contention that was between them and Freeline, it is still going on. Their encounter hasn't exactly stopped, but they are playing this out really passively. Bubaki might be planning to go around and flank them, but will that flank really work out for him? Because I don't think that one player on Freeline is going to let him do that. He has his eye on him. And on the other side, we can still see win or die knocking players down on 908's side. Freeline moving in to 100 ADR. 100 ADR is in real trouble right now, because Freeline, when it comes to playing aggressively, Freeline, they are demons. They eat their enemies out. And we can, as I say that, we already saw a nade kill come through, a nade knock come through, and yeah, that's one player down on ADR side.
I mean, both of these teams, they are beasts. They are not to be messed with, and both of these teams have gone like across each other right now, trying to battle it out in the second phase of the game. And still, while 15 teams are alive, there's nothing that is much forcing them. But at the same time, we have seen 100 perform, we have seen FL perform as well. So let's see who comes out on the top. But on the other hand, Fairy Tail, with the 4 players alive, they are calm, they are composed, they are chilling right now, nothing to be worried. There are 4 players alive and they are on the edge of the circle, but their worries are to be disturbed, and their worries are like about to become a bit more with the team that is rotating on the edge. But 908 issues are rising again and again for them as they have lost another one of their players on the rotation, and Shaolin will be the team that will get another kill, that will get the first kill of the game for themselves.
Yep, Shaolin looking really good. They are dealing a lot of damage towards 9 away, and we are looking at them just now, trying to reposition, get to a better spot. They did take down one player from 9 away side, and there we go. This is Unwanted coming into the game. That is their entry. But hey, we have seen Unwanted to be really passive in the previous games, but this time around, if you look at their their player list, they are already down one player, so that's not a good sign for the champion team of today. They're not looking as good. They might not be able to take this map, but hey, they've done well so far, and we might still see some great things coming from these guys' sides. But still, looking at the other guy, oh wow, what happened to Freeline? Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. This are alive.
Yeah,
They were
alive.
just a little bit. I was like, oh boy, what tragedy did they go through? Did Cantix just fall down?
But yeah,
Uh-oh.
they have not gone through
I
any
think,
tragedy
yeah.
right now. But they're in front of DG. But maybe if DG is having a good day,
Look at
Falk
this.
could turn out to be eliminated
this.
from there. But
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, Winter Die just completely wiped out Fairy Tail. There's still one more player left, but I don't think he's gonna be surviving for much longer. It's gonna be April. Actually it's two, but there we go. As I say that, April's gonna be knocked out one as well, and it's only one player left on the Fairy Tail side. Winter Die is gonna be getting themselves back on their feet by getting the reses in, and it's only Griffith up against 4 people from Winter Die's side. I don't think he can do much, but he should be able to accomplish something before he goes down. Just something. Just give up take a fight before you go down. I think he is trying to do exactly that. Nades are being cooked. He's tossing them in the air, and he might just push after this. And yes, that is exactly what he's seeming to do. Taking it slow, but there you go. Winter Die is going to be eliminating Fairy Tail out of the game. Fairy Tail is now gone, and that is 4 eliminations and 9 in total for Winter Die secured.
I mean, this is a great start for Team Win or Die. Not a single player lost, 9 kills in their backpack, and now they are on a charge. Nothing lost, and I feel like this could turn out to be a really good game for them if they keep it going. All they have to do is make sure to survive till the last part of the circle. They already got a lot of kills. They might just need some placement point as well to top it off, and this could be a team that could give a lot of competition to Team Unwanted. But for now, Team Drip Gang trying to land some shots on the team rotating right next to them, but unable to deal any kind of damage. Now one of them is in the water. He's just swimming.
Just taking a swim. That's fine. It's I mean, it's winners, but still, we all like to go for a swim, don't we? But hey, we have our eyes now on Hisense. We only have 2 players remaining, and now we're looking at the entire map, and the circle is closing up once again, and a lot of teams are outside the circle, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of rotations come through. And yeah, some of the teams are really far behind, and look at ADR, they are taking a really interesting route, but the problem is Encrypt, they have their eyes on ADR. They are not gonna let them pass through, and if ADR wants to pass through, they are gonna have to go inside the zone and then come back inside. So yeah, that is a good move. That is a good decision made by them, because otherwise they're gonna have to fight Encrypt, and there was no chance of them walking through that circle. So yeah, good repositioning by all of these guys, but the problem is towards this whole area, towards this town, there are 4 teams up against each other, and it's going to be really problematic for these guys.
A care package right in the center of Ryan, and I mean that will be difficult to get your hands on. But Bobos finds Voxy, takes him down, and it is being cooked, and he will go away really soon. Boom. There's nothing that can stop him from getting eliminated, and together as one. I mean, after 18 minutes of the game and a lot of bad luck, they were able to get the first kill. But at the red line, they're out in the open. While he's trying to go down, Kripal will make sure that he gets his first kill as well. Oh, and look at the nade.
He was like, hey, I know you guys are going to take me down. Well, let me just do this first. And yeah, takes down a player.
But Win or Die, they're still on the charge. Got their 10th kill, is on a killing spree right now, and still nobody and no team has been able to stop them. So, like 9 away coming from behind. SALN, they are in a bit of a trouble. They need to be careful, obviously, with the flank coming in. Gets the one and may be able to deal some kind of damage to the second, but unfortunately, he goes down.
Sugo is now taking his shot at Freeline, but he's gonna be taking it really slow. Rest of the teammates, they are a bit far away, so Needix is kind of isolated right now. He needs to push up, but can he really? Because he has Freeline right up in his face, and look at that, Drip Gang coming into the battlefield as well. Origin is going to be eliminated, and look at the kill feed blowing up once again. These are those phases, RZ, where the whole map goes crazy because Shoot All Haters is up against a team 2, and it's going to be the champion team who is unwanted, and Shoot All Haters, they have to survive this through because otherwise they have no chances of victory. There's the nade, that could be perfect, that could be very perfect, and it blows off. Oh boy, that is gonna be the end of Shoot All Haters, maybe, but still 3 players alive. They can manage something out of the situation.
Fnatic takes a bit of a damage, he's down 10% HP. Dogs goes on the left side, takes one player down, gets into the car, and is trying to get himself out of this clusterous and disastrous situation after getting a knockdown. He didn't even stay there to get the kill. But Valu is on the top of the hut, takes a bit of the damage, and before he goes down, he also gets knocked. And look at that, any player that we see is in a lot of trouble. There are not a lot of happy people out there. But Valrun, he goes behind, and unfortunately,
Together
Zenny wasn't able to hear him at all, and he was able to get inside the house behind his back, was able to knock him down and even get the kill. So yeah,
180 are gone too. That's a lot of eliminations coming through. Shoot All Hater, and Whale is trying to take his shots at Unwanted. Delivers a lot of damage, but needs to heal himself as well because he is in the zone right now and he needs to get out of there too. If he gets a vehicle, that would be perfect for this guy. But can he really? Because look at that. There's one more guy. ASQ, that guy that got in a fight with Freeline before, is holding him. This is a really tough situation for this guy because he has 3 teams, right? They're basically spread out, and this guy is right in the center of it. So yeah, this is going to be a tough spot for him to manage, but hey, the Hisense player has his own bigger fish to fry.
I think every one of these teams would have a bigger fish to fry, but shots are being fired from Fnatic side. He's down to a 1% HP, and as I mentioned that, he also gets knocked on. Impossible for him to survive. Will Run also on the move, gets ASQ, but he's out in the open, hoping nobody spots him. He has 3 kills. And is hoping for another one, but with 2 players on the top, he's moving towards them. He's out in the open, and obviously I was talking about this obviously like 5 seconds ago, that he needs to do something about getting a cover, and he goes down and the team gets eliminated. SGI, this is a team that I did not expect at all to get 8 kills.
That is kaboom. Never mind, that doesn't get one. Okay, another one, maybe this time, 3rd time in charm. Oh, never mind. But yeah, he's just going to push it up with the M762. Could be a risky move, but hey, he has his teammates on his flank, who are definitely going to be supporting him. He sees the smoke. He's trying to spot the other guy, which he definitely does. Pulls out the DMR. The scope is on it. Tries to deliver a lot of damage, but the other player is going to be taking the cover off the cars right there. There we go. I think he should be, yeah, he definitely should be the victor of this fight right here, and win or die is looking in a really dire situation right now. But as I say that, there's another team who is Redline coming into the fight too, and they're going to be finishing off X-Stands. This is so interesting that I cannot even keep up with it.
Absolutely. I mean, 3 minutes ago we had 50 players alive, and within these 3 minutes we lost almost 35 players with only 6 teams behind. It has been absolutely crazy so far, and it has been super difficult to keep track of what's going on. The kill feed was blowing up, as you mentioned, but for now in the circle we have Team FL right in the dead center on the high ground, and it could be a very good game for them. And their top contender, Unwanted, they got eliminated early, so that's a good news for all of the teams out there, as they were absolutely dominating. But Red Gang spots the play, takes him down, takes a bit of a damage as well, but he is still not able to secure the kill as he tries to move back into cover.
Yep, he's going to be moving back. And he's going to have to apply the first aid kit. One of their players who's going to be PD'd off is down, but I don't think they're going to be going in for the res just yet because they have a lot of stuff to deal with. The red line is right up them. And yeah, they're just going to be moving back, maybe get the res in, but no, I think they should be prioritizing getting a safer position first. They definitely can get the revive in, and it's going to be really crucial for them to actually get it in, because one player down is going to be putting them at very bad odds up against the other players. And with that being said, Redline is going to continue pushing on to Drip Gang. They don't have much time left. Clemson is going up on HP, but can he really maintain that? There we go. Redline is going to be pushing up to them, takes one down, only one more to go. That is going to be Clemson. And I think it's gonna become that one knock is gonna be coming in eventually as well. Redline is just moving in a really strategic manner, and they should be able to wipe out Drip Gang really nicely, unless something offsetting happens.
No, they did. Drip Gang gets eliminated from the game, but Redline, that's also a team who I did not expect at all after getting eliminated right at the start in the first two games. They are on the charge right now, even SGI with 10 kills and not losing a single player with 4 teams alive. I did not expect these two teams to be in the top 4. Encrypt on the lower ground, they are in deep trouble with the blue zone right behind them, and Doc doesn't need to do anything right, just other than wait. But the bigger question is, will we be able to sort of revive their player? And the answer will be yes, they are putting him on their bag and just taking him into a better cover.
Yep, it's 3 teams left. It's gonna be Sugoi, Redline, and Freeline. Well, Freeline looking really bad right now because, well, they were knocked one player, and that one knocked player is now, I guess, eliminated from the game. So it's only one player. That's gonna be Sorry, I'm Crazy, and he's gonna be taking a lot of gunfire from Redline, and now he is eliminated as well. So it's only 2 teams left now. Sugoi and Redline. Sorry, Redline is doing a really good job out here. So they're up against Sugoi. They both know where they are. There's a ridge between them. They can use it for cover, and there's a lot of time that they can use before the zone closes up. But the problem is, if either of these teams decides to use this moment of opportunity, they can actually clench the victory for them. 3 players in Sugoi, 4 in Redline.
And both in the circle as well, and nobody with a huge advantage as well. There's not a lot of high ground that they're in. They both have the same amount of cover as well. Ooh, coming from the right side, spots a player, deals a bit of damage, but nothing concerning as he gets back into the cover. Smokes are being deployed. 2 vehicles right in the center. But it depends who gets the first breakthrough.
Yeah, both the teams are in the circle. They don't necessarily have to move. They can just stay in their spots and hold on to their spots. But Redline, the problem is, if you just stay in your spot, that's also detrimental to your team. So yeah, you do have to keep moving around. But the problem is, it's just such an open area. If you just start moving, you're out in the open. So yeah, what do you do in such a situation? Redline definitely having the man advantage over Sugoi. They can use it to their advantage. And look at Sugoi. Both of these teams are kind of going to a similar approach. And as I say that, Redline is going to be finding 1 player off of Sugoi. Alone in a room is now down. It's only 2 players remaining on Sugoi's side. Redline, they took 1 down. They're not really eager to finish him off because they know that Reds cannot come in such a situation because, yeah, if Sugoi definitely goes for a res, it's practically over for these guys. So, yeah, 2 players left. They're finding him out.
Absolutely, there are 2 players left. They're trying to find them out. It's a 4v2. Easy finish. It can be an easy finish for all unless SGI, they turn it around, try to finds a player, deal some damage. But obviously, they weren't able to perform a knock, or they weren't able to get a kill as well. Try to go towards the right side as well, but unfortunately, the second last player also gets spotted, and Uvu, he goes down, leaving Frenchy FPS only player behind. 1v4. It's looking like an impossible situation where they know exactly where he is. Might be able to get 1 or 2 kills to increase his points and getting a total of 14 or 13 elimination. But obviously that's a bit of a stretch considering it's a 1v4. They know where he is. They're coming in from right and left side. Everybody is pushing in together. So sooner or later we'll have RL getting the winner chicken dinner, and that is the least expected team.
Possible looking scenario for this guy, but he still gets 1 off. Really low on HP, and they're pushing him on further on. There we go, as expected. Redline is going to be getting the chicken dinner on this map.